Today's event was an unConference, a participant-driven session from the delegates of the Liverpool Sound City conference. These events are really important to give a voice to the delegates of such a conference. Obviously everything else is programmed and that's great, but to give those guys a chance to talk about what they want to say, that's a fantastic opportunity. It's great, it's a real mixing pot that we've got academics talking, we've got small businesses and we've got students. Getting those guys in the same room, you get some really interesting opportunities arising.
Well, I did a talk today about some research work that we've done with, on an EU project, and this was about the role of how music can influence people's mood. We know that people play music, but music also plays people in terms of the way it affects the mood state and the way it affects the cardiovascular system. So I was describing some experimental work that we've done in conjunction with Philips Research Laboratories in the Netherlands. And what happens when people get angry in the car is that they have reduced behavioural inhibition, and that's bad in some ways because they tend to gesture more or shout more and so on and so forth. But what they also tend to do is people sometimes use the car to express their anger. They drive very close to people, drive very fast, you know, try and burn people off and stuff like that. And that inevitably leads to accidents. This is a sort of problem.
We did a talk on mobile, how mobile technologies influence the music industry. People were asking, what this means, where can music and mobile go over the next 10 years? So that's obviously quite a big question which needs quite a big answer. The era that we're in is really it's the beginning of music for technology now. Mobile is being used more to deliver music, to stream music, and I think it's really only the start. Record labels, management, artists, they're really finding it quite difficult and finding the feet in exactly how they can deliver to consumers across mobile technology, really. And we've now kind of entered the second digital age of music, and everything is driven towards mobile. You can listen to music anywhere, you can listen to your own library, you can listen to someone else's library, you can stream music, you don't necessarily have to buy music now.
So the listening post is our sort of what's on music gig poster, which allows users to interact with it by sort of hearing samples of certain tracks within the poster. So to get an idea of what's going on in your local music scene, you can sample a few different tracks, you can pause and play again, and we'd like to explore connecting this up to cloud services to allow sort of updatable content.
You're so used to things like touchpads, but this is just genuine paper, and you press paper and things change, like songs change, and it's just like, it's so cool. And then we were talking about different social media things like podcasts and Facebook and Spotify and all that kind of stuff.
I thought it was really good. I like the fact that it was relaxed. I like the fact that we were all sat around the table, people could have their own opinions and everyone could talk to each other about experiences that they've shared.
I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was really informative. Like they were talking about mood lighting and music and how it affects our moods and things like that, especially in driving situations. We were talking about social networking platforms as well. Facebook, Twitter, Daily Booth, Gifio, they were all up there and they were all incorporated with music.
I found out quite a lot of useful information that I can take back with me and put into action a lot. And the psychology side of things I thought was really clever.
The best thing about this collaboration for us is that we get to actually do the research that we do in the labs and get a chance to take it to people who are trying to apply this work in the real world. And what's great for us is that through the collaboration with Open Labs, we get to access business people in the area, we get to access all kinds of different groups like the group today, otherwise we would have no contact with at all.